Good Monday morning. Hope everybody had a great weekend. You had a really good one. Friday and Saturday ended up doing back-to-back long runs, first of the training block, and so it felt really good getting out and just clearing my mind and just kind of just relaxing a little bit, even with everything going on. Yesterday morning, Renee and I got up and we drove down to our favorite place we love going, and it's Highlands, North Carolina. We love coming down to Half Mile Farm and spending a few days. We found out February is our favorite time. It's a little slower here, even more than normal, but getting up in the mountains and just relaxing. So I've been thinking a lot here lately. I've watched different videos and heard some different podcasts and some different articles I've read. And today, in today's world, everybody has a platform. Everybody can be positive, negative, whatever, just like that. And I've heard some different people talking here lately and being interviewed and about being negative. Like they'll be the harsh critic, and they'll be talking about a person or talking about a manufacturer or talking about a product or whatever. And that gets them likes, that gets them people looking at their stuff. And it's kind of funny how the world works on that to me, because being negative shouldn't be what gets response, and it does. I'll read something negative, I'm like, well, that's crazy, and I'll be like there. But when we hear something positive, that should be what's getting the response. I don't do what I do here for likes. I don't do it for retweets. I don't do it for thumbs ups or whatever platform that you end up watching something. I loaded on some different ones. I do this just to be positive. And I'm not always a positive person by far. And a lot of times I get very aggravated and I get very frustrated, and it comes out. And but I try to be positive. I try to have a positive outlook. And so, this morning I got up, early, got my stuff on, gonna go out to run. I look at the temperature, which sometimes a bad thing to do, but I do it just so I know how to dress. And it was 5 degrees here in the mountains. And I want to just say, forget it. I'm just going to stay where it's warm. And but I dug down, got dressed up, got my clothes on, and went out and ran, lower 6 miles this morning. And when I got back, felt great. Froze to death. That's the reason I'm changed clothes. And I'm sitting in front of the fireplace right now, trying to get warm back up. I'm a little later than I normally do, get my videos out. But it makes me more of a positive person, I found out. If I'd have just not done it, then I'd have been, gosh, I didn't do that, and been kind of down and out about it. But I want to do this right here. There's been times I've thought about quitting doing this. I've been loading this up now for a while. Gosh, I've been doing this for probably 2 or 3 years on Mondays. And I loaded them just on Instagram for a while. Started off just me just talking about just being the positive. And I talk about different things like that. And sometimes, I rattle on for longer than I should. And sometimes, I get just to a short point. But today, I really want to talk about being positive. If it gets you liked or not, it's going to get you liked by the right people. If you're being negative, sometimes that may not be the people that you want as followers, the people that you want to do things. And I know today with social media and everybody, you're trying to build a platform or whatever. But you know what? Let's try to be positive. At one point, so I want to give you guys a challenge. That's something I started doing this a while back, and Renee does a lot. Feel Good Friday, we hear this on K-Love, the radio station, and they'll talk about, Feel Good Friday, and they want to hear a feel-good story. And I love that. I love that thought about there. So during the day, in the evenings, when you're talking to your friends, when you're talking to your loved ones, your husband, wife, whatever, think of one positive thing that happened today. It don't matter how bad it was, but what was that one positive thing that happened? Talk about that. Don't talk about the negative. Don't talk about the news. I deleted all the news apps off my phone. I don't have no news alerts on my phone. And Renee, she keeps me up on that. She's still got a lot of hers, but she'll be saved her, and I'll tell her all the time, quit reading that. It's trash, and you get trash in, trash out. I unfollowed a lot of people on social media just because it was constant, just negative, just upset stuff, and I'm like, I just don't want to be like that. So this week the challenge is find the positive every day. Post it. If you're not a big poster, not like it, respond to somebody, call somebody, text somebody, whatever you want to do, stuff like that. You don't have to put it on social media. Just be the positive person, but spread that positivity and see at the end of the week how you feel. Because getting positive feedback is good, but when you're giving positive feedback, it's great. The other day, Renee and we ended up having, I think it was Thursday evening late, we had a customer call and leave a message. And they asked for HR. When any customer calls and asks for something, HR or asks for the owners, you're usually, it's like, oh, this is going to be bad. So we called and left a message for them. They hadn't called back. Well, they called back into the office, and our office manager called us. And it was so funny here. This whole time we were dreading it, thinking, oh, somebody's just going to be upset. What did the technician do? Whatever. They called in to let us know what a great job our technician and our company does. They went on and on that they have dealt with so many just negative people that day, so many bad people that day, and so many things. It was so nice having somebody positive coming in, and when they call our office, having somebody answer the phone with a positive attitude. That really got me thinking even more on this, because I'm like, wow, here automatically I turned it to a negative because I thought they were going to be upset. When they wasn't upset, they were calling to brag on us. And so a lot of times that's what we do. We start looking for negative stuff when we just look at the positive. So this week, let's continue, let's push it. Let's be positive. Let's look at the positivity in life. Because you know what? Being positive is so much more contagious, just like everything else. Negativity can spread like a wildfire, but positivity can too. So I want everybody to think about it. Think about the positive. Be positive. Be an upbeat person for somebody. Be the motivation for somebody. Be happy. You know, I mean, get out and just do the things that you want to do. But look at the positive in everything. Don't matter if it's an argument, look at the positive. Was the makeup good? So think about it this week. Everybody, let's continue just blessing the people around us. Let's continue being that light for somebody. Let's continue just praying and motivating the people around us. And everybody just have a blessed and wonderful week.